Great to have you here with me again. Today, I want to ask you a simple question, one that most men don't really stop to think about. Have you ever noticed how the way you sit might actually be changing your intimate life without you even realizing it? A lot of people think that sitting for hours doesn't do any harm. But what if that habit was slowly making your erections weaker? It might sound like an exaggeration, but it's not. If you felt your sexual energy shift lately, or if you've noticed subtle changes in your body, stick with me until the end of this video. Today, I'll show you how small choices in your daily routine, even the way you sit, can have a direct impact on your masculine strength. And while you're here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on notifications, because here we talk openly about what really matters for your health. You know that comfortable position in your chair, sometimes slouched, with your legs crossed, or maybe even pressing your hips without realizing it. That seemingly harmless habit could actually be cutting off the blood flow your body needs to function well, especially in your intimate area. When your blood isn't circulating properly, your penis gets less oxygen and fewer nutrients, and over time, your erections can get weaker, almost invisible in your daily life. A lot of men think everything is fine just because they can stand up after sitting for hours. But the cost of that neglect can show up quietly as less sensitivity, less strength, and even a certain frustration that no one really likes to admit. The good news? Everything starts to change with small adjustments, improving your posture, paying attention to how you sit, standing up every hour, moving your hips. Simple actions that, over time, can truly transform your body from the inside out. Ever noticed how sometimes your body gives you little warnings and you just ignore them? The way you sit might seem trivial, but it's one of those silent choices that can chip away at your vitality without you even noticing. When you spend hours sitting any old way, especially slouched or compressing your hips, your blood doesn't flow the way it should. Your penis, which depends on that circulation, starts to go through subtle changes, even if there aren't any obvious symptoms at first. It's almost invisible, but it happens day after day. Ignoring these small details makes your intimate area lose sensitivity and strength. Your erections might start to lose their firmness, and you'll only notice when your energy, both physical and sexual, is already lacking. Many men think that's just normal aging, but in reality, it's the result of a simple habit. The solution is within your reach. Just start paying attention to your posture, adjust how you sit, and remember to stand up every so often. Small breaks to move your hips or stretch your legs help your body regain its natural rhythm. With small daily changes, your body can take that control and regain the strength you once had. It's not about miracles. It's about giving your body the chance to work the way it's meant to. And it all starts the moment you decide to sit differently. Sometimes you might have felt a strange numbness in your legs or a mild tingling that comes and goes without any clear reason. Sometimes it's just an uncomfortable pressure between your thighs, easy to ignore in the rush of daily life. But these subtle signs actually say a lot more about your intimate health than you might imagine. When your posture doesn't support good circulation and compresses the nerves in your pelvic area, your body starts to send these quiet alerts. Your sensitivity slowly fades, and the nerves responsible for pleasure and erectile response can lose some of their function. All of this happens without pain, without any dramatic warnings, just that discomfort that, over time, becomes routine. If you keep ignoring these symptoms, you risk losing pleasure and making erections more difficult. Your body gets used to low sensitivity, and instead of improving, things usually get worse. What could have just been a sign of tiredness ends up becoming a real difficulty. The good news is that this can be reversed with simple movement. Gentle stretching and daily pelvic mobility exercises help reactivate the nerves and improve blood flow. You don't need much time. Even 5 minutes, right there in your chair, can make a difference. By paying attention to these small signals and acting early, you show respect for your own body and gain new control over your intimate health. The path to greater sensitivity starts with a little care and the courage not to ignore what your body is telling you. Oh, ChatGPT. Have you noticed how the longer you sit, the harder it seems to get up and move around? Your body starts to feel heavy, your energy fades, and little by little, that masculine drive you used to have just seems to disappear, almost without explanation. A sedentary lifestyle creates a dangerous cycle. Sitting still for hours slows down your blood flow, lowers your testosterone production, and gradually weakens not just your body, but also your mind. This quiet process makes you start doubting your own strength, your desire, and even your identity as a man. Ignoring this cycle is like accepting a steady loss that doesn't happen overnight, but creeps in slowly. Many men think they're just tired or going through a stressful phase, when in reality, they're losing real physical function and letting shame take over. Breaking out of this cycle starts with a single simple step. Stand up every hour, take a walk, move your hips. Short, regular movements can reignite your circulation, stimulate hormone production, and bring back that vitality you thought was gone. Just a bit of daily movement is enough to break the chain of weakness and put you back in control. Your body responds quickly when you take action, and your sexual energy, so deeply tied to your identity, can surprise you with how quickly it returns. There's a silent strength in your body that's almost always overlooked, but it's absolutely essential for a man's vitality: your pelvic floor. Hardly anyone talks about it, but these deep muscles at the base of your hips are what support your erections and keep everything working firmly. It's a discrete area, invisible in the mirror, but it makes all the difference in your intimate life. When you spend too much time sitting, especially with poor posture, those muscles gradually weaken. The result can be devastating. Erections lose strength, it gets harder to stay in control during sex, and even your sensitivity drops. It's as if you're missing some inner support, something crucial that suddenly starts to let you down. This doesn't just affect your body, it takes a toll on your confidence and your pleasure too. The problem is that almost no one notices this loss of strength until it's impossible to ignore. Many men think the issue is just desire or stress, but in reality, the body is sending clear signals that it needs to get stronger. If nothing is done, these difficulties only tend to get worse over time, affecting your self-esteem and your relationship. Fortunately, there's a simple and accessible solution: Kegel exercises. These are discrete movements you can do sitting, lying down, or even at work. No one will even notice. The secret is consistency. Just a few minutes every day is enough to activate your pelvic floor, improve circulation, and bring strength back to your erections. Over time, you'll see real gains in performance and pleasure without needing pills or treatments. Taking care of this muscle group means regaining control over your power and self-confidence. It's not about magic or empty promises. It's science applied to a man's routine. When you choose to pay attention to what most men overlook, you gain the power to deeply transform your intimate health. Changing your life completely might seem impossible, but in reality, it's the small daily decisions that shape your intimate health. Swapping out your chair for body awareness doesn't mean giving up everything. It's about changing the relationship you have with your own body, starting with how you take up space throughout the day. It's an invitation to get out of autopilot and really listen to the signals coming from within. When you start switching between sitting, standing, stretching, and moving your hips, something begins to shift. Your blood flows better, your posture starts to fix itself, and your vitality comes back, almost as if it was just waiting for a little push to return. The male body responds quickly to movement. Just a few minutes of attention can bring noticeable changes to your energy, your desire, and even your confidence. A lot of men think only big changes bring results, but the truth is in the details. Neglecting your body by staying still for hours leads to invisible consequences at first, but they become deeper over time. Don't wait until something goes wrong to take action. The secret is to anticipate, to take care before you lose anything. Your intimate well-being depends on these small, everyday choices. The solution is to create simple self-care routines. Stand up every hour, take breaks to stretch your back, and activate your hips even while sitting. There are even apps that can remind you to take these breaks, making self-care easy, practical, and possible even on busy days. Over time, the habit becomes a pleasure, and your body starts to crave more movement on its own. In the end, sitting differently is just the first step toward a much bigger transformation. When you get moving and bring awareness back to your body, you regain your vitality, your strength, and even your joy for life. There's no need to wait for a major problem to make a change. Small actions are already enough to start rewriting your intimate story, beginning right now with the simple act of how you sit. The way you sit might seem like just another small detail in your daily routine, but for your body, it's much more than that. Every little choice you make, your posture, how long you stay in one position, or just getting up for a moment, builds up, day by day, your intimate health and masculine strength. There's no reason to feel guilty about old habits, but realizing that it's in your hands to change things is the first step to taking back control of your own life. If you've noticed that any of these signs are already part of your daily life, remember, it's never too late to change. All it takes is a little attention and a few small actions for your body to start responding in a positive way. If this video made sense to you, leave a comment below, hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel. That way, we can keep moving forward together, talking honestly about everything that truly matters for a man's health.